Hey, it's a Reckless Retiree here, and I've made my latest modification to my bucket of bangs. I have added a switch here at the top of my battery, which turns on the juice to the cell. Now let me show you that real quick if I can. If I can hold everything. All right, so if I hit that switch, see the bubbles? All right, now, this is a nichrome wire, and you can probably see it there hanging down below the wood, but just above the soapy solution. No, that's not working. Let's do it that way. Anyway, take my word for it, it's just right above the soapy solution. So the idea is, if this thing won't stop acting like it won't focus. Why is it doing that? Okay, so I have a switch added to the battery. This is a block of wood that is, you can see that wire down there below the wood. That's nichrome wire. And so it's attached to these two bolts going through the wood, who then have these this wire coming out to a power supply, which is right here, and it's 12 volt DC, 750 milliamps, which is a little on the low side, but I thought I would still try it anyway. So the point is here to turn on the battery to the cell, make bubbles, as you can see. Maybe there's some bubbles right there, and I can show to you that those are explosive, but I'll show they're explosive by, well, those weren't. Let's turn on this. Okay, it's making some bubbles, but they're not explosive yet. It's got to work the air out of the system first, I think, because I refilled the jar, which is my inner cell, and of course it's partly filled with air. So I think the bubbles are working their way out of the air, and then they'll be explosive. I hope, at least. So I'll show you that they're getting more and more explosive, and as time goes on, that'll grow more and more. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just let it make bubbles until they reach that nichrome wire, which may take a while. And then I'm going to plug the nichrome wire in once the bubbles are touching it and see if that ignites them. Okay, so the bubbles appear to be touching the wire now, and I'm going to plug in the wire and see if it makes them go off. Well, at this moment it seems like it's not going to work. And my guess is that the wire is not hot enough because my power supply isn't strong enough. But I have another power supply coming from FedEx. FedEx is bringing it, but it won't be here for about a week, so When that comes, then I'll be able to adjust the voltage and current to the wire to get just the right amount to make it red hot. And then hopefully it'll ignite them at that point. I'm going to turn off the wire, and then I'm going to ignite them with the torch. Huh, not very powerful. Gotta wonder what's going on with this. Huh. To show this wire is hot, I have this piece of styrofoam right here. I'm going to put it on the wire. You can see it's smoking and cutting. Okay, so cut off that chunk. So it is hot. It just doesn't seem to either be hot enough to ignite the bubbles, or the hot wire is not going to work. One or the other.